The movie begins with Sergei Kravinoff being brought into a high-security Russian prison. Inside, he quickly kills a dangerous inmate who threatens him. Later, he confronts crime lord Semyon Chorny and kills him using a tiger-tooth weapon. Taking advantage of a snowstorm, Sergei escapes from the prison and boards a cargo plane waiting outside. The story flashes back 16 years earlier. Sergei and his half-brother Dmitri travel to Ghana with their father, Nikolai Kravinoff, after their mother dies by suicide. Nikolai, a cold and ruthless arms dealer, wants to harden his sons. On a lion hunt, Sergei risks his life to protect Dmitri and is mauled by a lion. A mysterious healer named Calypso finds Sergei and uses a mystical potion to heal him. Before leaving, she gives him a tarot card labeled Strength. Sergei survives, but something inside him changes. He becomes stronger, faster, and more connected to nature. Disgusted by how his father kills the lion and uses its pelt as a trophy, Sergei escapes and disappears into the wilderness, hiding in his late mother's sanctuary in Russia. In the present day, Sergei becomes a violent vigilante known for hunting criminals across Russia and Europe. He's feared for his savage and animalistic methods. Sergei remains haunted by his father's cruelty and his own violent instincts. Sergei secretly attends Dmitri's birthday party in London, but during the celebration, Dmitri is suddenly kidnapped by mercenaries led by Alexei Sitsevich, a brutal criminal who will later become known as Rhino. Alexei demands ransom from Nikolai, but Nikolai coldly refuses to negotiate or pay. Sergei is enraged and sets out to find his brother. Sergei tracks down Calypso, now living in London as a lawyer and spiritual advisor. She agrees to help him. Through her contacts, Calypso learns that Rhino is planning to use Dmitri as bait to lure out Sergei and eliminate him once and for all. Sergei learns that Rhino has undergone experimental treatments that give him nearly indestructible, rhino-like skin. Rhino hires a mysterious assassin known as the Foreigner to trap and kill Sergei. The Foreigner uses a hypnotic gaze that can control minds and paralyze his enemies. Sergei and Calypso travel to an abandoned monastery in Turkey, where they're ambushed by Rhino's mercenaries. The Foreigner captures Sergei and injects him with a hallucinogenic neurotoxin that triggers vivid visions, especially of spiders, playing on Sergei's fears. While Sergei is paralyzed and hallucinating, the Foreigner prepares to kill him, but Calypso shoots him in the eye with a crossbow bolt, breaking his control. She then revives Sergei with another dose of her potion. Fully recovered and enraged, Sergei confronts Rhino. During their brutal showdown, Rhino activates his full transformation into a monstrous, armored figure. The fight is intense. Sergei eventually defeats Rhino by stabbing him in the injection point of his transformation serum. Then, he triggers a stampede of buffalo or wildebeests that trample Rhino to death. With Rhino dead, Sergei turns his attention to his father. He confronts Nikolai, who reveals that he arranged Dmitri's kidnapping not to rescue his son, but to manipulate Rhino into failure so he could regain control. Sergei is disgusted. He removes the bullets from his father's gun and walks away. A massive bear appears and mauls Nikolai to death while Sergei watches from a distance. 1 year later, Sergei visits Dmitri, who is now the head of the Kravinoff criminal empire. Dmitri has undergone treatment from a scientist named Dr. Miles Warren, gaining shape-shifting powers. He reveals his new identity as the Chameleon. Dmitri accuses Sergei of being just as monstrous as their father and walks away into the shadows. As Sergei returns to his sanctuary, he finds the vest made from the lion pelt that his father once wore. He puts it on, symbolically embracing his identity as Kraven the Hunter.